Hey everyone, Zoraz here from Casuals, bringing you another episode of the Genshin Weekly, where I cover everything that has happened in Genshin Impact in the past week. Now, for today, we have quite a few news. Obviously, a lot of it centered around Hu Tao, being that she was finally revealed, announced, and a lot about her has been revealed. There has also been a few new events announced to come on with Hu Tao for the remainders of patch 1.3, as well as a new check-in event online that will give you some extra rewards for simply clicking on a button on their website. Lastly, we also have finally gotten some real good leaks of Rosaria and her gameplay, which I will talk about a little bit later in the video. But as always, if you are interested in seeing any of the leaks mentioned in this video, go on our Discord, which can be found in the description below, and go on the leaks channel where you will find all of the graphics, images, and videos if you are interested. So first, Hu Tao is finally revealed and finally announced. She will be coming very shortly, just after the catching banner ends, and we will be able to roll on her, as well as some amazing characters on her banner, especially obviously Xingqiu, which will be both an amazing combo with her, but also one of the best supports in the game just generally. So very powerful banner. Very interested and very excited for this one. I will most definitely be going for Hu Tao and be making a character guide, as well as a lot of tips and videos about it. Now, I made an entire video talking about her best artifact sets, which by the way is 4-piece Crimson Witch of Flames, which according to the majority of the Hu Tao main subreddit and all the tier crafters is going to be her best in slot by quite a lot. But there are also a lot of other sets that are very good on her, so it is really going to be interesting to see how she works to really know exactly what will be the best options. Now, Hu Tao is going to be obviously a spear user who has some pretty interesting mechanics based on her HP, or more specifically her missing HP. Now, her normal attack will be just a regular 6 rapid strike attack from a spear. She will have one of the highest attack speed in the game, which will be very interesting once you activate her elemental skill. Now, her elemental skill is similar to Child, where she goes in a different state and turns all of her damage pyro, as well as she gains attack based on her max HP, as well as will gain extra bonuses if her HP is lower than 50%. Now, while in that state, she will also apply a debuff to enemies, which will cause them to take extra pyro damage. So again, very similar to Child. Now, one difference being is that her cooldown, from what we know from the data mine, is a little bit longer than the duration. So you will have a few seconds where your state of power damage will not be activated and you will not have anything up to do, where you will want to switch to other characters, in which Hu Tao will actually be buffing their crit rate, as it is one of her passive. So it will make for Hu Tao creating kind of a different style of gameplay, where you will have a character on the field for a certain amount of time, you utilize a lot of burst, and then you can switch to another character who also has a lot of burst. So a combo with Child, for example, where you alternate between Hu Tao and Child's E skill ability, making them do a lot of damage and work very well together, being Pyro and Hydro and creating a lot of Vaporize, as well as other characters such as Ningguang would also work very well. Basically, any burst DPS character will work very well. You'll be just switching in and out from Hu Tao to other burst characters and supports just to create a lot of damage. It will be a very interesting gameplay style that I'm very excited to get my hands on. Now, lastly, her ult seems to be a very interesting ability, which will simply just summon her ghost around her and do a huge amount of AoE power damage to everything around her. Now, this also will do more damage if she's lower than 50% HP, but will also be healing her depending on enemies hit. So this will be both her source of damage, but of healing. Now, we're not sure if you want to heal because you want to stay lower HP. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all works. But this is going to be making her one of the first characters who will be completely self-sufficient at healing herself, as well as doing immense amount of damage. So I'm very interested to see how it plays out in the real game. Now, feel free to check out our entire video where we cover all of her abilities. But of course, when she comes out, we will have a updated video where we're going to cover more of it, as it will be official, and some of the tweaks that they have done in the beta will actually probably be applied. So prepare yourself for some changes. As for example, Ganyu, one day before releasing, she had a longer cooldown on her ult, and then when she released, they reduced the cooldown without telling anyone. So that was very interesting and made Ganyu one of the best cryo supports in the game, as well as one of the most broken DPS, of course. So we don't exactly know what to expect, because they could change anything last minute. and there has not been that many leaks of this character before, since they did some private testing with her in order to have less leaks, which obviously didn't work, but still we have less leaks than we had before. Now, on top of that, we also are going to have a story quest for Hu Tao, which is guaranteed to be very interesting and probably very funny. I'm very looking forward to that one. And as I said, there's going to be some new events. Now, one of them is going to be the Leyline Extra Blossom thing, where you get extra rewards from Leylines for XP and Mora, which we already have been announced before, but will be coming out very shortly. And we also have the Vishap and Where to Find Them event, which will be obviously related to the GOV shops and the Vishap mobs that we have around, where you're gonna have to go around and hunt them for some extra rewards. Now, there isn't anything else really happening during these last 2 weeks of patch 1.3. It's going to be all about Hu Tao, her new weapon, which is obviously amazing and best in slot for her. But obviously, being on the weapon banner, it is going to be basically like gambling your money away at the casino. So if you're into that, have fun. If not, you know, you don't need that weapon to perform well. She will do very well with simple 4-star weapons, free to play or not, depending on what you have. She will perform well, I am guaranteeing you. Now, on top of that, they have also added a check-in on their forum or their website, Hoyo Lab, where you can simply go and log in with your regular account and check in every day for 30 days to get some rewards. Now, the rewards are insanely low and almost not worth it for some days, but of course, it is still free, so it is something you can do. You're gonna get a total of like 65 primogems in an entire month, plus an extra 100 primogem the first time you do it. So if anything, it's worth doing at least once. But of course, if you can think about it, you know, you're gonna get a few Mora, some food, some extra XP and stuff. It's very little, but it's free, so we'll take it without complaining too much. Now, lastly, of course, Rosaria. We have talked about her in previous videos, and we will talk about her much more in the future, as she is officially a character coming in patch 1.4. Now, we know a lot about her abilities, and we've touched on how amazing she's going to be as both as a main physical DPS as well as a cryo support. But we have recently just gotten a leak of her actual gameplay footage, casting her abilities, her to attack and all that. So she looks really amazing, and for those of you who are obviously interested in that character, make sure to go check out the video that I posted in the leaks channel of Discord if you are interested in seeing her in action. Make sure to stay tuned in the future, as we will obviously have a full showcase of her kit and abilities, as well as our opinion on her, coming to the channel in the future. So that's about it for the news this week. Of course, everything is going to be focused on Hu Tao, and she is coming out very soon. So I will be obviously live streaming my polls, as well as experimenting on her and doing a lot of videos to showcase her kit, her abilities, her items, all that stuff. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and come and join us on our live stream events. We also have a giveaway going on right now. If you watch the stream on Trovo, you can gain a battle pass or a Welkin Moon prize in this giveaway, which will end around the same time as the Hu Tao banner will end as well. So I hope to see you guys on the streams, on the channel, as well as let me know in the comments what are your thoughts on Hu Tao so far and how excited you are on pulling her or not, as well as trying her out very shortly. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.